it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to your favorite morning show with Diana Master and Glenora Shapura. And boy, oh boy, do we have an exciting episode in store for you today. Good morning, Glenn.
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I would say it's a Blue Monday.
Even though we're wearing blue, it doesn't mean it's a Blue Monday, right?
No, it kind of is for me.
Yeah.
I
understand what happened over the weekend.
Yeah. But apart from that, we actually did have a great weekend. I mean, we had open season.
Yes.
And oh my goodness, I had such an amazing time. It was very much like a house party. That's what I liked about it. It was very much, house party
I should have made
vibes.
my way then.
You should have. So it was a pretty jam-packed weekend for me after open season. Went for drag night Namibia. The theme was monochrome Met Gala. So I was going to go all out with the outfit, but because I was coming from open season, so I had to find a balance, like an outfit that was going to work for open season and for drag night. Because now imagine I'm here at open season with a big ball gown. I mean, that was not going to work. But I still looked cute. I should have actually dropped some pictures so y'all could see how cute
you should have. You should have.
So on today's episode, we're going to talk about cheating.
Yeah.
Is cheating justifiable by any means?
Okay, before we get there, have you ever cheated?
No.
Okay, great.
I'm lying. I think I have, but it was more of revenge cheating.
You cheated on me, now I'm cheating on you.
Now I'm cheating on you so you can see how it hurts.
Yeah, see how, but always the person who cheats first, they never like to receive it.
They never like to receive it. But then I wouldn't actually say it was cheating, because what happened was I found out he had cheated, right? And then I was like, okay, let's break it off. Right? And then I had a cute little fling with someone else. And then he came and he was like, you cheated on me. I was like, no, sir. First of all, I didn't cheat. No, it wasn't even a break.
It was just,
it was
over.
Like we're over, we're done. But I guess this man was delusional. He was like, no. And like I say, if I'm his ex, just give up, sweetie. Like, he's always going to come back.
Well, back to your question. I think I wouldn't want to say it's justifiable, but let's also weigh in the circumstances that the cheating happens. I know I sound a little bit like a devil's advocate right now.
You sound like a man right now.
I
sound like
I
a
really
man
do.
right now.
I mean, let's look at the circumstances that led up to the cheating.
Okay, so what would be, I guess, okay? Like, what circumstances would be?
I would say also, like, in that case where somebody's cheating and you feel...
And you cheat back.
Yeah, and you cheat back. To a degree, it's just... I'm not saying we should all go out and be cheating on each other, but to a degree, when you're still in your 20s...
Yo, guys.
You can do things like that.
Stop hurting other people. Just if you feel... you want someone else, just break it off with the other person.
No, but I don't want to lose what I'm getting from you.
That's toxic. That right there is peak toxicity. But we will get into some more cheating stories right after this break.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
You're watching Smell the Coffee. Now let's get into our top stories. It goes back to that whole cheating thing. This is actually where today's episode stems from. So Big Kosa SA had this to say on Instagram: I love you, but I can't stop cheating, but that don't mean I love you any less. Please forgive me because I've forgiven myself. You're not a fool. It's me. I'm sorry, because I know if you ever did me like I did you, it would be long over by now. Unfair. Heartbroken. Thank you for giving us our 15th last chance. I love you. I've never posted nothing about my personal life. These people don't know me like you do. And it was,
Wow.
That was the caption under that picture.
I don't know. Is he trying to pull a prank or something? Is this
Not even.
There's no way this is for real.
The thing is, men are very delusional, hey? Men are dangerously optimistic.
Yeah, yeah. So I can do you like that, but you can't. That's
you can't
the line
do
that
me
took
like
me
that.
out. That's the line that took me out. Like, yeah.
No, it's the I've forgiven myself. Who are you to decide that? Like, I'm sorry. This post just makes me angry on so many levels because there was a time I was saying, if someone says to you, like if I come to you and say, Glenora, you hurt me. It's not your job to be like, no, I didn't hurt you because you're not in my shoes. How do you know how I feel? It's not your responsibility to be like, no, I didn't hurt you. Your responsibility is to say, listen, I don't know what I did wrong, but I am sorry if it hurt you.
Yes.
What gives you the right to forgive yourself? You're not the one
And
that's
telling
being
me
cheated
how
on.
to heal.
And telling me how to heal. Like, what is that?
I already forgiven myself, so maybe you should start, the reconciliation process.
Like, it's
Forgive me
like-
already.
It's like you're being dramatic. It's not that deep. I've already forgiven myself. Why is it so
This is
difficult
the
for
15th
you
time.
to forgive me?
It's just the 15th time.
Why are you mentioning to the whole world that I've been a fool for the last 14 times? Now everyone must know.
How long have they been together? Do you know how long?
I don't know how long they've been together,
But that's
the
a lot.
fact that he's, guys. But also as women, let's quickly dissect this. As a woman, why are you standing for cheating?
Yeah, because there's cheating. There's like somebody steps out that one time, has an affair, whatever, ends it, and then there's this, which is serial cheater. He even says it. I cannot stop myself from cheating. That is not somebody you get into a relationship with.
That is not.
That is not someone-
even get into a relationship. That is not someone you continue a
Yes,
relationship
exactly.
with.
Yes. You don't get. If you so happen to be in a relationship with him, and then you can see that this guy is just serial everywhere. He's cheating. I mean, just stop it.
And you
Just
know,
end
my
it.
problem is with men that cheat. So I always say men are repeat offenders. It's very hard for a man to cheat once and be like, you know what, baby, I'm sorry, forgive me, I'll never do it again. What's going to happen the next time a pretty set of legs walks by you? You're obviously going to follow that. So I can't justify cheating. And I don't condone what this man is doing because also, why are you telling the whole world what has happened between us?
Very private, something very
Something
private,
very
personal,
private.
and it's something I'm dealing with, and now you're airing it to the
whole world. What if I didn't want the whole world to know, Because obviously you have people that have been telling you, listen, your man has been cheating on you. And you are maybe in denial. But now he's just confirming, like, listen, guys. But also, guys, I don't like the fact that we are a generation that fears getting pregnant more than we fear sexually transmitted infections, diseases, and even HIV and AIDS.
Yes, for real. That's a big concern.
That is a red flag because if this man is sleeping with 15 other or however many other women, what are the chances that he's using protection?
Yes.
Now men are like, no, it wasn't even like we planned it. It was just, spur of
happened.
the moment type of thing.
Yeah, it
Spur
happened.
of the moment where you're prepared, sir. No. Now you're going to get
You
all
are
of
so
these.
fired up about this.
I take cheating personally. I can't forgive cheating. But anyway, that's
No,
enough.
but you know what I'm thinking? Maybe she's thinks like they are power couple, cool, Beyonce, JC. She's maybe thinking in that line, eh? She's like, yeah, if Beyonce could forgive JC, who am I?
You with
to
your
not
two
forgive?
bras and
Yes,
one jean.
Exactly. Maybe that's where it's coming from. But also that was a different instance. So that's what I'm saying.
That
The
was a
instances
different
matter.
instance
Yes.
because also you have to remember with Jay-Z and Beyonce, they were literally millions of dollars on the line.
Yes,
with
exactly.
that, if a divorce was to come into play, there was millions of dollars on the line.
And he sought help.
He sought
From
help.
what we've heard. We
They
don't know
are
if it-
married.
Yes, exactly.
They are not married.
But maybe homegirl is, you know what I mean? She's there for, this is a long-term thing. I see the
No,
future.
baby, please wake up because this is just headed to
The
disaster.
audacity to put it out there, I'm just...
Again, Harry Potter and the audacity of this man. But let's move on.
Moving on to our next story. A Nigerian politician was jailed for UK organ trafficking plot. Now, a wealthy Nigerian politician and 2 others have been jailed for plotting to harvest a man's kidney as the victim hit back at the trio, telling them, "My body is not for sale." Senator Ike Ekweremadu, 60, his wife Beatrix, who's 56, and medical middleman Dr. Obina Obeta, 51, were found guilty at the Old Bailey of conspiring to arrange the travel of a young man with a view to exploiting him for his body part. Now, the Ekweremadu's 25-year-old daughter Sonia, who has a severe kidney disease and was the intended recipient of the organ, Mr. Ekweremadu, who owns 6 million euros worth of properties in the UK, the United States, and the United Arab Emirates, was jailed for a total of 9 years and 8 months, while his wife, wearing a purple shirt and a black cardigan, was sentenced to 4 years and 6 months, and Obeta was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Now, the victim's impact statement was read in court, revealing his humble background in Lagos, where he is the oldest of 7 siblings living in a home without electricity or running water. He said he was approached with an opportunity to work in the UK, something he had always dreamed of but never thought would happen. However, he was later shocked to discover the reason for the trip was to harvest his organs to give to Sonia. Wow.
I mean, okay, so what I'm about to say is very controversial. I'm not saying it's justified. It's terrible, of course, because as parents, we like to do the best for our kids. Most of the times you feel helpless when your child is there sick and you can't do anything. But in this case, they were in a position of wealth, so they thought they could, go around it this way. What they should have done is agreed with this man, come to an agreement, like, okay, listen, we're not under the guise of, oh, no, we're giving you a new job or whatever. Just be straight up. Listen, what we're about to do is shady. It's illegal.
No, actually, it's not actually illegal.
It's not illegal.
The illegal part of it is harvesting someone's organ without their consent.
Knowing and
so what you're saying is actually correct. Had they just approached him and said, "Hey, we want a kidney. We're willing to pay you this much."
Okay, but I understand
and
the paying
consents.
is illegal. There is
to a degree, I guess.
Yeah, because they say that you can't basically
then we keep that
buy.
hash. Yeah,
they'll keep that hash.
Yeah.
So, but he could have just come and be like, no, listen, I'm a long lost relative / cousin, and I'm a match, so I'm gonna donate. And then they pay him, under the.
Exactly.
They just keep it quiet. They could have gone about it this way, because imagine this man is leaving Nigeria.
Yeah.
To go all the way to the UK. You don't know anyone in the UK. You're going to go for surgery. What if something goes wrong? So much could go wrong.
And the fact that they picked somebody who, if he disappeared...
No one really...
Yes, because he was a street vendor.
Oh, man.
Yes. So it's just somebody that they picked from the streets, and if something happened to him, we wouldn't, there won't be too much of a fuss. Yes. Yeah. The family is living in a village. You know what I'm saying?
They're just going to think he went to the UK to get a job. Something happened. He died. Oh, well.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
It's so sad. This reminds me, my sister was actually watching a Telemundo on Netflix. I forgot the name, but it centers around how there's this organization on the black market that targets people for organs. So if I'm wealthy and I have like a daughter who's sick, she has a heart condition, I will tell them I'm looking for an athlete, she must be female, she must be of this race, whatever. And then they go look for a profile of somebody who won't make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
They kill them, take the organ. It's so dark. And this actually happens. I mean, this is a fictitious story that's imitating real life.
That is
so dark. And the fact that this is a story, and I was just like, what? How am I reading about this? Like,
this
somebody was trying to do this. Yes.
That we live in such a world. Like, you could literally just be living your life, not knowing that there's eyes on you because you're the perfect target.
You're the perfect target for someone.
My goodness.
It's so sad. It's really, really
People
sad.
are doing anything for money now. But anyway, moving over to our next story, acquitted drug dealer now faces life in prison. In Dar es Salaam, a Dar es Salaam resident who was arraigned but later acquitted of drug trafficking charges is now facing life imprisonment after the Court of Appeal reversed High Court's decision to set him free. Akida Abdallah Banda was dramatically arrested in November 2016 near a famous pub. He had already escaped the police before before he was arrested after the car he allegedly used to flee hit a concrete wall just a few meters from the pub. Lady Justice Lillian Mashaka of the High Court set him free in December 2019 on the grounds that prosecution had failed to establish chain of custody of the seized narcotics. The judge also doubted credibility of 2 prosecution witnesses who testified on how the narcotics were retrieved from the car that was being driven by the accused. The acquittal aggrieved the Director of Public Prosecutions, who lodged an appeal in the highest court in 2020, arguing that the trial judge erred and misdirected herself in holding that the chain of custody of the seized drugs was not properly established. So imagine you are arrested, you're acquitted, and then they're like, actually, now you face life in prison. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, it's the freeing me for, you know what I mean? Like,
not even freeing.
Yeah,
It's being acquitted.
Yes, exactly.
Of all charges.
And then coming to hand me a heavy sentence like that.
Like, actually, you see my bra. What happened was, actually, I kind of sort of made an error. So it's not all that bad. It's not like you're going to die, but
Life in prison, man.
It's not that bad, bestie. Like, it'll be over before you know it. Just blink.
For me, it's a celebration. Like, and then do we go get back the champagne and the one that we
Like,
drank
what
when you're acquitted?
In all honesty, in that case,
Can I
if
go-
I had gotten a whiff of that, they're like reinvestigated the case, I was gonna flee. Like, flee, run
Yes,
away.
Exactly, yeah.
Run away
yeah.
from your problems.
No, because we celebrated. I was acquitted. I was like, hey, guys.
They're facing life in prison.
Wow.
Guys.
Wow. Wow.
No, run away.
But that's also a
Run
huge
away from
error,
your
though.
problems.
Like, seriously, from acquitted to life
Yeah,
in
it
prison,
just-
like, it feels like a big step. Like, it's so somewhere we need to look at, was there corruption involved in this?
It could have
in
been
how he got
corruption,
acquitted.
But it could have just been like errors in the judicial system. Like, it could be something where they need to now evaluate their judicial system.
Well, me and you could chat forever. Let's get into our last story. Tottenham Hotspur and Crystal Palace condemned alleged racial abuse towards Son Heung-min during Premier League game. Now, Tottenham Hotspur and Crystal Palace have both condemned alleged racial abuse towards South Korean forward Son Heung-min. Song Heung-min. Am I pronouncing it right? Heung-min. Yeah, after the teams faced each other on Saturday. Now, I know there's a lot of, they're looking for the person who was, saying the racial remarks, I mean, towards him. And there's a video circulating on social media as well, showing this person saying...
Was it a team member? Was it...
No, it's one
a
of
fan.
it's a fan. So, but they're looking for it, and things are in police custody. People are looking for the guy now, and obviously he's going to face some consequences for what he did. And I feel like that's a good step in the right direction.
It is. I'm actually going to say, again, something controversial. I don't know what it is about us as people, especially us as Africans. So yesterday, real life, and it's not the first time this has happened. So we're driving, I'm in a cab, we're driving, right? And then the cab driver sees an Asian man just walking, minding his business, and he opens the window and he says, "Feng shui shui," and I'm just like,
Oh my word! I can't
why
believe
would you
that
do
happened.
that?
What?
Why would you do that?
What?
Why?
Oh.
Why? I was mortified. The other time, I was hanging out with a South Korean, it was a South Korean family.
Yeah.
And this guy walks by and he goes, ni hao, even me, I can speak Chinese. I'm like, first of all, not every Asian person you see is Chinese. I was embarrassed, to say the least.
I can't believe that you know what I mean? Like, but what they say that racism comes in all forms, and everybody
And
can,
it starts at
anybody
home.
can be racist.
And it starts at home.
We make fun of it when we watch Jackie Chan, whatever, as kids.
Yeah.
You do the thing with the eyes. That was really not nice.
That was not nice. That was terrible. But anyway, that brings us to the end of our news segment for today. Now, after the break, we get into our talk of the town. The Ministry of Health and Social Services on Friday, the 5th of May, announced that Namibia is one of 12 countries that have been selected for the implementation of the first phase of the Emergency Preparedness Response Flagship Initiative through the World Health Organization, valued at $51.1 million Namibian dollars. To kickstart the initiative, WHO donated 8 4x4 Toyota Land Cruisers, multi-purpose filled vehicles, including a well-equipped ambulance. We'll get into the video by Elizabeth Joseph right after the break.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
shared the purpose of our gathering here this morning, namely the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement for Emergency Preparedness and Response Flagship Initiative and the handover of the vehicles and digital learning platform equipment by the World Health Organization to the Ministry of Health and Social Services. I'm therefore delighted to be here with you today and to witness this important occasion. The Memorandum of Agreement represents an important step forward in our shared commitment to ensure that Namibia is ready to prevent, timely detect, and promptly respond to public health emergencies that may occur in our country. The initiative that Namibia will implement will also further strengthen the global architecture of preparedness and response to health emergencies. As articulated by Dr. Sagwe Moses, the Emergency Preparedness and Response Flagship Initiative aims to promote health security in Africa through strengthening member states' capacity to prepare, to timely detect and to promptly respond to public health threats and emergencies.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
King Charles became the monarch of the United Kingdom and 14 other realms on the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth, in September last year. But on Saturday, the 6th of May, he was crowned in a ceremony full of pomp, pageantry, and religious significance. For the best part of 1,000 years, the kings and queens of England and Britain have been crowned at London's Westminster Abbey. Originally, a coronation was a necessity for a monarch, but it is now a ceremonial event, and no other monarchy across the globe has an event quite in the same style. During the solemn ceremony, Charles took an oath to uphold the law and the Church of England.
God save the King! God save the King!
Sitting on the historic coronation chair, known as King Edward's chair and containing the Stone of Destiny, he was anointed by the Archbishop of Canterbury, the spiritual leader of the worldwide Anglican Communion, with holy oil consecrated in Jerusalem. Picnic blankets, bottles of Pimm's and face masks of the royal family were all out in Hyde Park on Saturday as hundreds of royal fans gathered around large screens in anticipation of the coronation. For those not able to get a spot along the mall, many pitched up beside one of the many giant screens in London's parks to watch the coronation. Young and old from Britain and across the globe, tens of thousands of people amassed in central London on Saturday, drawn by the allure of what they said was the chance to witness a moment in history.
Well, that was the coronation of King Charles III that took place on Saturday, the 6th of May. But again, we've come to the end of yet another exciting Smell the Coffee episode. On that note, it's all our love, all our light from Diana Master and Glenora Shapura. It's adios.